And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quibs here. Quibs does stuff. Oh great, YouTube appears to have dropped out immediately. Well done, YouTube. Always such a wonderful streaming service. Anyway, it's been a while, but we are back here in Phasmophobia, and today I wanted to try something that I've been thinking about for a while. That is going back and playing amateur continuously for a little bit. So what happens when someone with skills and all the items as well plays amateur? I mean, does it work? Does it not work? Are you as skilled as you would think you would be, or are you worse than you think you'd be? Like, how easy is amateur? Is it that much easier? Especially from the point of view of actual new players. Like, are they actually getting a new player experience? I know the game guides you a little bit, but we'll have to see. The other thing that's worth mentioning is, what is it? That one? Make sure I've got the right shortcut. Yes. The other thing that's worth mentioning is, I've actually changed, damn it. That's better. I've actually changed some graphic equalizer settings in OBS, which I haven't done before. So I was making a video for Astroneer, with the Galastropods having been released, and I made a video, not a live stream. So I recorded it and then edited it in DaVinci Blackmagic, and that contains an equalizer, of course, that you can apply to your video streams or for the audio output of those video sections. And I did that, and I was able to squish some of the background noise. So I've tried to do a similar thing now in OBS, but I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I think maybe it's made my voice softer, I'm not sure, but I've tried to cut some of the background noise. Anyway, let me know how it goes, what you think, if it's worse, if it's better. We'll see. The game volume is at full, and my volume is where it normally is. We'll just let this one stand and find out whether it's any good. Alright, play contracts, so I just have to play 3 contracts, get a $50 photo reward, and reach 0 sanity. That's not that easy in amateur, but it's not that hard, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, so we're just going to dive in. I'm going to just go straight to Tanglewood because it's Tanglewood, and we're going to play, like I said, on amateur. So you get 5 minutes setup time. The hunt grace period is like 6 seconds or 5 seconds or something, so the ghost stands there for a little while. I don't think it lets you know it's hunting, but I believe in one of the patch notes where they changed this hunt grace period, the ghost isn't visible during that period, so we'll see. The hunt duration is short, so it's not very long. It's like 30 seconds or 40 seconds or something. Sanity pills are a lot of sanity. I don't know exactly how much. It's like 30% or something. Regain half of your lost equipment value if you die. So yeah, so even if we die, we get some cash back, which is good. But let's have a go at this, right? So it's been a while. I haven't played in ages, so I might be a little bit rusty to begin with. But other than that, let's dive in and see what happens.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. And remember to check the whiteboard for help.
Hello.
I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost sighting.
Nope, that's it. Ghost sighting. George Martin. Blow out a candle, EMF, and go and walk through salt. So those are easy objectives at least to start with. So we are going into Tanglewood, so probably that, and I tend to like the video camera and look for orbs. But EMF's another good option. And I never do the EMF. Let's try EMF. What haven't I got? I haven't got my flashlight yet. Right, so amateur, I have 5 minutes of setup time from when I unlock the door. I can find everything. There will be a cursed item in here somewhere. The breaker is on. Hello, Ghosty, where are you? Give us a sign, show yourself. All the doors start closed, so if the ghost moves a door, I'll be able to locate it like almost immediately. All the hiding spots should be available. See, there, he moved a door, so now I know that I only really have to look in these places for things like the music box. Alright, we'll come back to that. We'll get a photo of it now, but we'll come back for it. I'm going to have to go looking for the bone as well. So you are here, and you gave me an EMF 2. So there's one objective already completed, like done like half the major things in the game already. So we'll leave this in the doorway here. That's a perfectly good hiding spot. Let's leave that like that. And let's leave this one like that. And we can use that as well. And maybe this one. Just have them all available, ready to go. So yeah, so let's see. We've probably got about 3 minutes, 2 minutes left. 3 minutes and something seconds. Let's set a camera up and the dots up. Why can't I set the dots up? Because I have my photo camera still. Yeah, like I said, don't even remember the damn buttons. Also not a crouch player. A lot of them good players will play entirely in crouch because it's just, you're more likely to could have taken a photo of that door before, I forgot about that. You're more likely to be able to find your way around without the torch. I really should drop my torch here. This is amateur. I really could start learning about dropping my torch. While I'm doing this, I could totally be learning new skills, like navigating without a torch. But yeah, I tend not to do that. Okay, so it's probably just touched the door again, and it has not left fingerprints. So there's that. It's probably not a fingerprint ghost unless it's an Unrio. No, Obake. Unrio's the player one. So an Obake has a chance to not leave fingerprints. Still in the setup time, and I've already got a camera set up, and there are no orbs. So there are orbs. Okay, so we have orbs. And I'm not going to cross fingerprints off just yet because Obake is still on there. There are orbs. It could be a mimic. Let's not. The orbs are moving really fast. I think that's one of the things about a mimic. I've sort of noticed it that the mimic's orbs kind of move faster. Not guaranteed, but it sort of appears to do so. Could be wrong, but I reckon I've seen more. F2. Jesus! You are one busy ghost. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? I'm going to call that a nay. That is still going off. Let's try a photo. It was going off when I took that photo. What happened? Fingerprints. So it's an Obake, because it didn't leave fingerprints once and now it's left fingerprints. So that is that, really. Or it's a mimicking an Obake right now. So let's have a look. So we've got fingerprints. No, because a mimic doesn't have fingerprints. So it's an Obake. So we know what we're dealing with. I could leave on amateur. I could totally just do that. It's not an Unrio, so I don't have to be scared candle-wise. I've got 100% of my sanity. I've got 30 seconds left. Let's light a candle, take that in. I'm going to take the lighter in as well and leave the lighter sitting around. And I'll take a smudge stick and play with the music box and maybe try and get a ghost photo. It's really hard to get a ghost photo these days, but let's put it on the desk. And we'll leave the thing there. I don't even know what the rest of the evidence would be for an Obake. Let's check in the journal. What is an Obake? Ghosts. Obake. EMF 5, fingerprints, and ghost orbs. So we do have the ghost orbs, we do have the fingerprints. I'm looking for EMF level 5. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen anything on the board that looks like EMF level 5 yet either. And it's now gone quiet. Right. So I need to blow out a candle and I need to walk through salt. I'm now out of thingy range. Thingy. Grab another camera. Yeah, why not? Ooh, it's turned the breaker off. Now that is pretty clever. Now where did I see the breaker? Was it in the basement? I think it was. So I didn't even get as far as the garage. There we go, breaker is on, lights are back on. Can't fool me that easy. footstep, 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 2-star footstep and an interaction. So not great, but you know. Is it leaving? No. Alright, so we've had a few ghost events there, so let's go check our sanity. Because that was a bit. It wasn't a small amount of sanity lost. There's that EMF level 5 I was really looking for. Well, no, that's 4 because that's a ghost event. And we're still on like 70-something%. And it blew out the candle, so we're out of things to do except get a few more photos. But hey, that's amateur, isn't it? So I could play with the music box just for the fun of it as well. But yeah, we'll dude! Alright, now we're at like 55%. What was I before? 70-something. Is it 55% now? 65%. So you lose 10% with a, what's-his-face? Ghost event. It's not what I thought. And we were at 65. And that took us to 100. So it's like 40% or 35% for a sanity pill in amateur, which is pretty high. I mean, it's not pretty high, that's really high. It would be nice if you could give us more fingerprints. You haven't left another fingerprint in a while. I mean, you're an Obake. Do the fingerprints. Please? And you're probably just hanging around right here, because... I mean, why wouldn't you? Okay, if you're going to step in the salt, you have to actually go somewhere. You can't step in the salt and then not give me any footprints. That's not how that works. And you've got to give me fingerprints when you do that too. And you still haven't given me EMF level 5 either. Not that I've actually seen it. You've done it, I'm sure. You just haven't given it to me that I can see it. God damn it. Alright, I don't know whether that photo counted, but that was scary as hell. Don't do that. It's a very active ghost, I must admit. Did I get anything? No. Okay, so I wasted my last photo. It's a damn shame. So it's got to be EMF level 5. Okay. Right. So I have no reason whatsoever to play with the music box, except to show you how the music box works. I'm going to do that. It's over here, isn't it? Now the music box is a bit of a weird one, so you can't throw it once it's playing. You've got to place it. So I'm going to put it there. So I should walk towards it. That's too far away, he doesn't want to walk towards it. So I think when the song finishes, he still goes towards it. Let's find out. Or he still hunts. No. So that's it, you get one go. Well, have a smudge. I'll see you later. Okay, so that was too far away. So he might have been like right at the back of the room or something. And I think they become stationary, like they're not allowed to wander while they're doing the singing thing. I don't know all of the mechanics, it's different mechanics. Wow, that cost me a lot of sanity. So the music box costs you a lot of sanity to play. But that's alright, we were above hunting percentage. That last one where that was an extreme ghost event. I really thought he was hunting me there. And I freaked out. So even on amateur, it's not like you can't get scared by the ghost. The ghost can still freak you out. Could play with other things like the paramic. I'm supposed to reach 0% sanity. I could hang around in the dark or something crazy. Nah, we'll call this one. So, got the bone, got the photo of the thing, got most of the photos that I need. Let's see what kind of score we get. So, your money's very low on amateur. That's the thing about amateurs. is that you kind of have to start there because you need to learn the game. But you don't
Welcome
get a lot of
back.
cash.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
Ghost type Hunter. What? What? But it didn't leave fingerprints. It wasn't freezing in the room. Was it freezing in the room and I didn't spend enough time in there? Oh man, wow. Yeah, that's very disappointing. I was really convinced. Alright, let's try Ridge View on Amateur. Add all the stuff. And dive on in. I wasn't looking for freezing. I didn't notice if there was freezing breath. Maybe there was freezing breath. That's really messed up.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. And remember to check the whiteboard for help.
See,
We've
Carol
had no reports
Robinson,
of violence,
witness a
but
ghost
keep an eye
event,
out.
cleanse the area and find evidence. Oh yeah, so I think in Amateur it's not possible to get secondary objectives that include hunts. You can't do it. They don't give them to you because they want you to be a little bit safer than that. They don't want you to be risking life and limb to begin with. I've already forgotten the ghost name. Is it Carol? Carol, are you here? Are you Carol? Are you not Carol? I don't know where the cursed item spots are either. That sound like the kitchen. Dining room. What makes that noise? Didn't sound very far away, did it? Might have been close, but upstairs. Always a distinct possibility. Alright, it's almost too late to go and find that now. So I reckon he's upstairs. Something tells me it's an upstairs ghost, unless it's a downstairs ghost. Also damn it. Oh, it's out. Let's see. Also a distinct possibility. I mean, that sounded like China or something being thrown, didn't it? It did sound like a plate. Alright, the breaker's down here, so I'm going to leave that light on so that if I do have to go down there for the breaker later, I can very quickly. Alright, I don't have that many lights, so I'm going to be careful. We do have to do some darkness exploring, but we are still in the setup time, so we should be fine. We can always take a pill before we go for the ghost. Now, I haven't seen any cursed items yet. Once again, like I said, I don't know where they are. So I'm just scanning around the house trying to find anything that looks like a cursed item. I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, we'll be mostly just guessing here, trying to find them. Now, was it Carol? Carol, where are you? Don't even remember if that's the damn ghost name. No. Cursed item, no. Bone. I need to find that bone. Carol, where'd you hide the bone? You want to tell me about bone, Carol? Music box. Okay, so we've got a music box. So I'm not going to play with that yet, but I know where it is, so we'll leave it there. You're in here. Hi, Carol. That looks like a decent yeet as well. Like, that's been thrown really far. Alright, Carol, where's the bone? Come on, you can't hide the bone from me like that. That's not fair. Alright, so music box is close by as well. There's no bone in here. Gonna have to do a double check for the bone. Running out of setup time. But I reckon. Okay, that was a ghost event. I was not exactly certain. It felt close as well. So that was a very early ghost event. Let's go and have a look at what that stunned my sanity, running around in the dark. Yeah, I was going to say I should have still been. I'm still in setup time. My sanity's still high. We've got a minute left. Okay, might as well get some stuff in well, since I dropped everything anyway. That and the dots. Still in setup time, still high sanity. Could be a demon, but yeah. I mean, you don't know. You hope it's not, but it could always be a demon. There's always the possibility of a demon. That was a door touch. Oh, it did a ghost event right behind me while I wasn't looking. I dropped that right in that. Oh, yeah, that's alright. I can still see it, so that's fine. Alright, if I can get back up here quickly with a UV, I should be able to see if there's fingerprints. I could go up there and just take the photo, but by the time I get back there, the EMF will be gone, so if there aren't fingerprints, there's no point taking the photo. So I'm going to check my sanity again, still at 80, grab a UV, and grab a spare camera, because it's always nice to have two anyway. I think I just turned it from downstairs light. No, that's just the weird graphical thing that it does when you get closer to the area. This one. Two. Did I get them both? Fingerprints and fingerprints. Thank you. Alright, so we might be dealing with a corridor ghost here as opposed to a... Oh, wow. To a thingy ghost. To a room ghost. So, thanks! See ya. That was lucky. If I did not have a camera there, that never would have worked. Very active ghost. This ghost is giving me all sorts of stuff. We are out of the setup time now. I still haven't seen anything that looks like EMF level 5. That's the ghost event, and that's why that says 5. Losing some sanity. We've got a ghost event. We've got the EMF. We haven't cleansed the area with smudge sticks. And I've left the light on. So, let's put a book in there, and we'll try the spirit box, the thingy as well. And we'll turn on this light because it is on. No, that one's off. Oh, hurling paintings and stuff as well. Yeah, right under the dots is where you kind of want it. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Maybe it's not in the room. It's done a lot of stuff in this corridor, and it's been downstairs. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Alright, no, I'm not getting anything off that just yet. What else did I bring with me? No, that's fine. Maybe a corridor ghost. Did I leave the light off in the room now? I think I did this time, hopefully. But yeah, it might be a corridor ghost. I might have to motion sensor it or something. Now my sanity's getting low. Alright, I'm not getting anything in that bedroom ghost orb-wise. Maybe not dots. Alright, so now I can take the sanity pills. No orbs, no dots. Alright, let's try the thermometer to check it. I'm going to need... I've got all the evidence items up there already. What else do I need to get it to do? Smudge sticks. Well, I won't worry with that. I'll take a motion sensor and see if I can find it. See if it's going in and out of that room or if it's just wandering the corridor. It might just be wandering up and down the corridor, really, for all I know. It is... corridor, so I believe it's a corridor ghost rather than a room ghost. Yep, too hot in that room. So let's set this up again. There. Let's just say there so I can see it, and just beyond it. There. Let's turn that so at least it faces the other way. Grab that and my camera and find that door touch. That door touch. Jesus. Same door? Is that a different? I don't know. Oh, I just blew the breaker. Alright, well we do remember where the breaker is, right? Basement. Sanity should be high enough. We'll get that after we check our cameras. Still not looking like EMF level 5. Don't see any orbs. But there's a lot of corridor to check, because like the whole thing is a corridor, so motion sensor. There's some triggered. Oh, there it goes. So it's right there, right now. So it's going to give me dots. It's going to do it soon. Now what do we got? We do have fingerprints. It wasn't freezing. We don't appear to have orbs, but that could change because the orbs move around a little bit. So they're not stationary in one spot, because otherwise if they accidentally end up in a spot that's too hard to see, you'll never see them. So they actually move the orbs around a little bit. Alright, I'm not seeing dots either. But you can get very unlucky with dots, so we do have fingerprints. I'm going to say we don't have freezing. No, let's leave it up there. A lot of stuff here. A lot of available options. Now we've got all the things. We put more cameras in. Let's put another camera in, and let's get another motion sensor so we can see if he goes from one section of the corridor to the other section. We'll put it in the gap, if you know what I mean. It's a basement. Bam. So yeah, so you break the breaker. I don't know how many lights stay on, but it's not that many. But we'll put a few on so that I'm not wandering around in the absolute pitch blackness. So that's that one. Let's do this one. Looks like he's touched things. He has. Oh, that's not a thing. Let's see if he crosses between these two bits. Is it still there? It's still there. Oh, and now he's at the room. Okay, that photo camera's done, so we'll throw that there. Where's my other photo camera? I don't know what he just did. Touched the light switch. And the thing. Where's my other photo camera? Damn. Alright, I have no idea where I left that. Is that it? No, that's the one I just threw down. Alright, let's turn off. Man, this ghost is busy. There it is. Grab that so now we've got it. Very active ghost. Sanity's still super high, so we're cool. So it's right there, right now. Then it goes back. And then it goes in there. That's what I thought. So it's doing this, because this passage is all a passage. It's a massive, massive area. But I don't have orbs in either of them. Shush. Have I had breakfast? No, I didn't have breakfast. Damn. Alright, need to do that. Yeah, so it's definitely walking about. haven't got dots. We've got fingerprints, and that's it so far. Let's give him another book, and we'll try and add in extra dots afterwards because I'm out of things. You throw in the breaker again? Oh no, the lights are on. Cool. Alright, so the corridor ghost, which it is, I need to give him extra chances. Oh yeah, I didn't bring another dots, did I? Where did I leave my... Alright, I don't need lights off either. Now I didn't turn that light on, he did. That one. It wasn't me. That was you. You didn't want to be in the dark, apparently. Some ghosts like it bright. Alright. There's gotta be dots, because he's not writing in the books either. That camera. Let's actually just take this one clean outside. Oh man, I want that photo. Because a full set of fingerprints is going to be a very, very nice score if I get, like, I still haven't found the bone. There's a problem. Fingerprints, fingerprints, ghost, fingerprints, 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 fingerprints. I haven't taken a photo of the music box or the bone, so I'm going to make sure my sanity's nice and high. I'm going to go and do another tour for the bone. 90%. Come on, dotsicles. It's gotta be, right? I haven't got anything else. I haven't got orbs. I haven't seen EMF 5. It hasn't written in the book. Oh, talk about bleed. You can actually watch in that mode. That's better. Oh. Did a ghost event. Still moving about. Oh yeah, there isn't another dot, so watching that camera is pointless. Gotta watch that camera for the dots, because that's the only one that can give me dots. Hasn't written the book, and it hasn't thrown the book, because the book is exactly in the middle of the corridor, like lined up with the dots. So that's another thing that I've got of Insym, is that if you line the book up with the dots so you know exactly where it is or where you left it, if the ghost touches it, it's not possible for the ghost to throw the book without writing in it anymore. It used to be possible for the ghost to actually be a ghost writing ghost and throw the book. But now it's not possible. If the ghost interacts with the book and is a ghost writing ghost, it'll write in the book. So if the book has been moved and there's no writing in it, you know it's not a writing ghost. Savvy. Alright, so we still don't know where that damn bone is. I'm going to take the third camera because it'll be quicker. And I'm going to take up should try a spirit box again since I had the wrong room. No, I did try the corridor, but it might have been in a different place in the corridor. Let's try this. We'll just put another motion sensor down. Why not? Why not? And then I might do the music box again. Maybe we'll get a successful music box this time. Alright, so wandering around in the dark looking for a bone. Yep, touching doors and stuff. I'm going to miss that fingerprint photo, which is a shame. Because they're nice, they score highly. Let's make sure it's not hunting real quick. Where are you hiding the bone? You're not allowed to hide the bone this far there. Okay, we've got the bone. Now I need a music box photo. And we still don't know what the ghost is, but yeah. That is photos. Ghost event. Ghost event. Cool. What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want?
Kill.
That took you so long. Alright. So now we've got two pieces of evidence. What does that feel like? We took a ghost photo and the ghost stayed, so it's not that. We haven't got ghost orbs, so it's not a mimic. So it's a poltergeist. What's a poltergeist's thing? Polty, spirit fingerprints in ghost writing. It just hasn't written anything yet. Alright. Should still have a vicinity, I'm sure. Let's see now. Where did I not put one? Let's put one there. Poltergeist. Full book of photos, don't I? Music box, bone. Fingerprints, ghost. That is a perfect game if I can get cleanse the area with the smudge sticks. If I get that, perfect game. Cannot get any better than that. So long as I get the ghost, and I'm pretty sure it's poltergeist. Process of deduction. We're waiting for it to write in the book. There's two books up there now. So I'm going to stay high steady, and we're going to finish this one perfect. So I'm going to wait until I see the ghost, trigger a motion sensor so I know where it is, and then I'm going to smudge it. You've got to write in a book eventually. Hey, it has. Cool. Alright, now I need it to trigger a motion sensor. Like this one. Smudge! Oh, I hit G instead. Which one did it just trigger? Did it trigger that one? I thought it triggered that one as well. Did it write in both books? No, it only wrote in one book. Must be because it spent more time up this end of the corridor. There you are. Alright, now you've definitely been smudged because you were standing right there when I hit that. And we didn't even play with the music box yet. What do we got? Yep, got everything. So, we get another smudge stick. I'm going to use the music box once I know where there's a safe place. And then we're going to smudge the ghosts, run away, and hide somewhere. Don't know where yet. I'll have to find somewhere good to hide. I'm going to currently be pissed off as well. So, depending on where it comes from, that's not a great place to hide, is it? Right, it's at the other end of the house at the moment, so that's cool. Or the corridor at the moment. I mean, this one's alright. I'll have that one. Let's go that one. So let's put a smudge stick there. Pick this up. Let's put it over. I don't know where it is. Alright. So that smudge was because there used to be a bug, and I don't know if there still is a bug, where the ghost, yeah, my sanity's low, so I should, because I don't know how much the music box uses, but I was at 100%. Oh, it only used 10, I really thought it was more than that. There used to be a bug, and I'm not sure if it's still in the game, where if you have your torch on too close to where you enter the cupboard, so if you don't turn your torch off far enough away from the cupboard, the ghost will know you're in that cupboard and come and look for you. So I thought, if I smudge in the cupboard and the ghost has come into the cupboard, it should get smudged and wander randomly and forget I'm in the cupboard, because I might have had my torch on too close. So I tried that. I don't know whether that actually was in any way successful or not. Now, we do know it's poltergeist, because it did write eventually, didn't it? It did, good. Poltergeist. Now that's a perfect game. So this is a small map, pretty sure. I don't think it's a medium map. And we have everything. We have a ghost photo, we have all fingerprints, the music box and the bone. So what is that? And all the objectives. What does that give us money-wise? 90. So that's a perfect game in amateur. There's only $90. So yeah. Again, in amateur, there's like, there's only so much you can do. So to put that in perspective, you could walk into a nightmare game, find the ghost, find the bone, find a photo of the cursed item maybe, and get a few footprint photos and walk out and get more than that. Like you need like 4 photos, so the bone, the something, and the bone, the cursed item, and like 2 photos, and then the multiplier will give you more than that, even if you don't know what the ghost is. If you've got the bone evidence, maybe. I might be wrong about that. You might need a few more. But yeah, like Nightmare is lucrative by comparison. But of course, has that increased level of difficulty that goes with that. So yeah, you need to decide whether that's the right thing to do or not. Let's do Bleezed Up. Oops. Oh no, yes, I just read it. I didn't actually. Aha. Oops. There. Damn it. Cool. Alright, so we're still on amateur, so it's still not, it's not a hunt.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly
Stephen
before
Anderson.
starting the investigation. I've also written some notes on the whiteboard if you need them.
Responds to everyone. So you don't always know that.
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. So you can get that one on amateur. I didn't know that. Motion sensor and witness a ghost event. The breaker is... Where the hell is that? Oh, under the stairs. Right. This is Bleasdale Farmhouse. I was thinking this was Edgefield. Or Ridgeview. Which one did I just do? I just did Ridgeview, right? I was thinking this was Edgefield. Oh well, farmhouse it is. I don't like the damn farmhouses. They're so creepy. But alright, now we're doing a farmhouse because apparently that's a thing. Hello? Hey, Ghosty Boy, where are you? I say Ghosty Boy, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. No, okay. No idea where the ghost items are. In this map either. There's a candle there, I didn't know that. Looking for the bone, looking for anything that looks like a cursed item. No mirror or anything cool like that. Music box. Again, that's 3 music boxes in a row. That seems implausible, doesn't it? Let's turn both these on so I can see. So I'm not walking around in the dark. And I can do a bone scan. Still in our setup time, so I don't have to freak out just yet. And this one because not that one because we don't need it because it can scan like that quick. And not this one because there's escape routes. There's a spine. Oh, I keep forgetting to take a photo of the cursed item. I really have to get in the habit of doing that more often. Alright, so I haven't heard squat from this ghost yet. Minimize the number of lights that are on. But this is a big house, so... Hey ghost, where are you? Give us a sign. Stephen Anderson, where are you? Could be a shade. Where was that music box? that's alright, because that's permanently on now, so we'll be able to find that. Is that upstairs? The worst place. Nice to know. You don't want to do that again for me at some point so that I can tick that one off. Let's do a camera up here as well. So, the problem with upstairs is there's no doors or anything, so it's hard to get like fingerprint photos if it's going to be a fingerprints ghost. I don't think there's any windows either. Oh, itchy leg. I think that might have actually been an ant crawling. Oh, well. I have minor problems with ants in my house. I just get like one wandering ant. It's not heaps of ants. It's one ant. It's always just a lone solitary ant. Right, none of that looks like EMF level 5. My sanity stayed high, so that's cool. So let's get some stuff. That and dots. Get off me. It's either just an itch or it's an ant, but it's moving around, so I have a suspicion that it's an ant that I'm not seeing. And I've wiped him off twice and he keeps coming back. Either that or there's a bunch of ants now for the first time, and, you know, I just haven't seen it. Yep, I left it on. Okay. Did you move the mannequin? Is that the mannequin's normal spot? That was a good viewpoint. Let's look that way. Maybe we'll go with 2 of them at some point. For now, we'll just go with the 1, of course. Right, so it's given me some clue as to its whereabouts. So far, I have my bone and music box photo, which is cool. Now, you can't prevent a ghost from hunting with a crucifix if it's a curse to hunt. You can't do that. That's not how that works. Which is a shame, because that would have been awesome. Now, there's a lot of attic to cover, so I might get another camera up there and point it the other way and add another thing before I do anything else. Get another dots. The other thing I hate about the attic is it's really far away from the door. We've got a long way to go to get back in. And I'm definitely not comfortable dropping my torch in this map. There are maps where I'm okay with it. I don't do it often. You won't see me do it much. But there are maps where I'm okay with it. This is not one of those maps. So the other big one up, well, that takes time, is the ghostwriting books. So I'll probably put both ghostwriting books up next, and I'll do what I said before. I'll line them up with the dots so that I can tell if they've been moved. And I think we've got a bit of an inaccurate ghost here. We might be dealing with that shade. Did lose a bit of sanity on that run. Alright, still no orbs in that one. And it doesn't look like there's any orbs in that one. So we're going to say no to orbs. If I've got the right room, we might take a temperature sensor up there instead of 2 writing books. We'll take 1 writing book and the temperature sensor, and we'll double check that it wasn't just a fluke that it turned that radio on. Did that mannequin move again? Is there 2 mannequins up there? I don't have a shot where the first mannequin, or where I saw the mannequin before. Either that or the mannequin moved. Or I don't have the ghost room. Always a possibility. Could have just wandered up the stairs, played with the radio, and then gone back to wherever it actually is. Yeah, so take the temperature sensor and one ghost writing book. We'll make sure we've got the right room, and then we'll place the ghost writing book in the center. Does this heavy rain or regular rain? I don't know where a candle goes out. Because that's always a space saver. If you can light a candle and not have to take the lighter immediately. Alright, so it's still in the 20s up here. Yep. Walk up into the dark, you silly person. Give me that cold room. It's cold up here. Don't have my camera. Where's my camera? Don't you touch me. Go away. There's my camera. Can I get a photo of that for an interaction? Maybe. No, there are two mannequins up there by the looks of things. Did I get an interaction photo? I didn't. That's a shame. I was wondering whether it was where the ghost starts or where the ghost finishes. It might be where the ghost finishes. I might have been beyond that point, so I've taken a photo behind the ghost as opposed to of where the ghost sort of finished. Notice I maintained my sanity because I didn't let the ghost touch me, so I didn't get the hiss noise, the ha. And as a result, my sanity remained the same. So no Orbeez. It's not freezing. I haven't got any indication that it's EMF level 5. I'm not getting any dots. At least we're not dealing with a mimic, so it's not going to change what it does continuously. So let's see. If I wipe orbs off, and I wipe freezing off. Interesting. That was dots. Saw the dots. Did you guys see the dots? It was right next to my thing. Yeah, they were dots. Let's see them again. Let's go to the other one. Give me the dots. Do it again so that people can see. Because I had my journal up so you couldn't really see it. So I need you to do it again so that everybody can see it. You're supposed to do it about once every minute at the worst if you are in the room, is my understanding. And now I'll have done it on the other one, knowing my luck. So I don't know how it works if you've got two of them up there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it does it on one, it doesn't do it on the other, and it doesn't reset, like they don't have individual timers where it does one on each per 60 seconds, if you know what I mean. But people have said, you know, if you use two, you've got double the chance. It's just that I can't see both with one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the other book, and apparently my photo camera. So I'm going to take the other book. No, I'm not. I'm going to take another evidence item. Let's take an actual evidence item. Let's be smart about this. Let's try the spirit box. Got to put the damn camera down. I do that a lot as well. And we're going to be struggling for photos, so it's going to be salt for sure. This one, we're going to be heavily reliant on those footprints. I don't think Wraith was an option. He's turned off the breaker, but that's cool. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? You're old. Cool. Thank you very much for that. Give you a better chance to see both dots. Don't remember where the... Oh no, it's right under the stairs, so it's on our way. our spirit box, so we definitely know that. So Goryo's not an option, so it's a Wraith or a Phantom. Now what did I say? There's no Ghost Orbs, and it's not freezing. Wraith or a Phantom, so footsteps. If we're denied footstep photos as well, that's just a poor luck of the draw. That has the potential to be EMF level 5. Now there's that camera, which is dots. Told you. Looked at my Twitch screen instead of at the camera. Told you. Right. Yeah, so we definitely have dots. We definitely have spirit box. So what are we looking for? It's a Wraith, Phantom, or Yokai. I'm going to say no to Ghost Orbs. So it's a Wraith or a Phantom. So Wraith, I'm looking for EMF level 5. I think it's a Wraith. The Phantom would have been fingerprints. Also, bloody impossible. So, alright, I'm going to go to 100% sanity because neither of these goes to early hunters, so let's stay high. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to grab that. So this is it. We're down to 2 pieces of evidence. There's 2 possibilities. It will do a ghost event. I'll take a photo of it and it'll disappear. Or it'll step in the salt and either leave or not leave footprints. Those are my decisive bits here. Did not have time to get the damn photo off because you're a mean, nasty ghost is what you are. Alright, I heard it step. Move around. That is very Wraith-like. I didn't hear any footprints. I'd stepped in the salt, but I didn't hear anything. That's the problem. You need to hear footsteps, don't you? Or does a Wraith not even do that? So I should get dots while I'm here as well, because it's not a Goryo, so I should be able to see them. I'm going to say it's a Wraith, just because of that, that one. There we go. Now I can hear footsteps, and there is nothing. It's a Wraith. So this one, it's not even going to give me any evidence whatsoever. Like, I haven't got an opportunity for other photos. So, it's a Wraith. I'm going to get EMF level 5 when I'm lucky. I did think I saw it on the activity chart before. It's not going to leave any footprints, so I can't get footprint photos. It doesn't leave fingerprints, so I can't get fingerprint photos. I'm going to have to sit around and wait for ages for it to do interactions. I'm not going to do that. I could have played the music box again. But no, because hiding in this house is horrifying. So what else do we have to do though? Motion sensor and prevent it from hunting with the crucifix. Alright, well, prevent it from hunting with the crucifix is going to be hard. What else do I have here? Camera. Alright, we'll keep the camera. You never know, it might do another ghost event. Get one motion sensor set up so that I can spot it. I don't know where the hell you put the motion sensor in the attic. Like, what can you put it on? Crucifix one, relatively easy. I can literally go and sit in the dark at the other end of the house in a locker and with my flashlight off and watch my journey very, very quietly. Now it's a wraith, so it can teleport to within 3 meters of you, but it cannot teleport into a locker because that would be uncool. Also, I mean, these crucifixes don't even cover a lot of areas, so that's gonna be hard too. We'll just try there and see what happens. Now, the music box is going to destroy my sanity as well, so there's something that we can do. So we might do that. So let's check my sanity now. Alright, 79. It still hasn't triggered that motion sensor. Let's take a few more motion sensors up and we'll scatter them around. While I'm still got a high enough sanity to survive this. I'll have to do 3 ghost events within very quick succession to get me. Or I could do something else smart, like turn off the breaker. Yeah, so there's one. I don't know where else I can put this. There's not a lot of places for it to go. Alright, look up there as well then. Okay, so we're not going to do anything with that sanity. I'm going to go... Where was that music box? Back there, wasn't it? Yep. So if you start it and throw it, the hunt starts instantly. I don't want to do that because this thing is just teleported to me. It's going to kill me. So, torch off. So this is purely to lower my sanity, because I think you'll lose more sanity by letting it run out without the ghost finding it. Okay, that's over. Yes, the problem now is that the ghost was so far away I couldn't hear it. So now I need to check my sanity, and then we will try and coward our way to the crucifix. We'll see if it works. Might work, might not. But you've got to remember it's a wraith. It can teleport, so it can land 0% sanity. Nice. So it can get right next to you. So I can walk into that building and it can start hunting from the room I'm in because it's a sneaky bastard. So, let's grab the smudge stick and lighter for security. smudge stick and step in the locker, does it see me? It's probably going to hunt as soon as I get in as well. I've just got a feeling it's going to do it. Breaker's off. So I want the breaker to be on because I want that light on. I want to be able to turn that light on and off because that's my only way of working out whether the hunt's finished or not. The problem is he's going to hunt as soon as I step in there to turn the breaker on. But I have my smudge stick and I know where I'm going, so we'll try it. I might die. Remember, I'm not great at this game, I'm just okay. And remember, he can teleport to me. So I know the light's on. So I believe all the lights turn off, right? I'm not actually sure. But we'll see. It'll take a little while and we'll try and hunt again. And I'll hear the door lock. So if I hear the door lock, he's tried to hunt again. I also wonder if these are sort of tips and tricks about what's coming. Start filming ghost interactions, more photo evidence, buy new equipment, sound recorder for paranormal sounds, new outfits. So maybe they'll be adding stuff like that to the game. I know new outfits is something they want to do. So, alright. That was a teleport hunt. When the locker opened then, I didn't click. So the locker did a quick little open thing and I was like, okay, what's that? The light's still on. Why did the locker open? I think with his ghost event he arrived. He then touched the door. It didn't make any freaking noise, but I'm sure he touched the door. And then I was like, alright, what's going on? Why is it so quiet? Why is nothing happening? Blah, 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 blah. And then he hunted from right next to the locker. So he was standing next to the locker. He's definitely gone back to his ghost room. I don't think I'm going to get that one. It's just too much space. It's too big an area. I don't know where he's starting, not to mention his ability to teleport to me and hunt. So we're going to give up on that one. No photos. Super hard to get objectives because of the kind of ghost that it is. You win this one, Wraith. Wraith.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
So yeah, not much money. Because we didn't have it with the photos. There just wasn't much effort. Now if you take one photo, I believe you get $10. Any photo. So, well, scoring photos. So if you get the bone, you get $10. So on Nightmare, that's like $40 already. So there's that. Not much time in the ghost room, but we did spend a lot of time inside. 3 hunts, 3 ghost events. witness to all 3 ghost events. And that was a difficult one. So what was I actually looking for? Edgefield. Alright, last one, guys. My washing finished like an hour ago, and I haven't gone to hang it out. I need to go and hang it out. I've also got stuff to do today, and it's like 10:50, but that's actually fine because it's not for ages.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Thomas Jones.
And remember to check the whiteboard for
Pretty
help.
easy ones.
Nothing to report, but it looks like whoever was here left in a hurry.
Alright, Thomas Jones. Tom Jones. You can remember that. Tom Jones. Right. Thomas Jones, where are you? Let's find out. It's the garage, pretty sure. That's freaking ominous, wasn't it? So we saw the garage doors, so he's in the garage. And the ghost has 0% chance to hunt in amateur, like it can roam, not hunt. It can roam, it can't change rooms. In this game mode, changing rooms is not allowed. There's a TV show, isn't it? Yeah, and there he goes. He's now giving me that. I'm going to take a photo of it because I should get the interaction. And maybe the fingerprints. Fingerprints. Hey buddy, what you doing? Alright, I still don't have the bone photos. Go and do that in a minute as well. I'm gonna do dots and video. So here's an interesting question. Can the ghost, a demon, with his ability to hunt at 100%, should be a new fingerprint as well, and he threw something. I don't know what it was. His ability to hunt at 100%, can he override the lockout timer, the setup timer? I know that using, actually I've used the curse item, so I believe that auto negates the setup timer. Okay, the breaker's down there, remember that. So I think, yeah, I've already basically screwed myself by doing that. I'm not sure. I would have to actually go and check, but I believe that's a thing. Now I don't know whether I have to use it until it breaks, or whether using it once immediately destroys the setup timer. I believe using the Ouija board used to automatically screw up the setup timer. It does. Because there's no way that's been 5 minutes. So using it once at all immediately destroyed the setup timer and cost me quite a bit of sanity. So what do we have so far? We do have lots of fingerprints photos. So we definitely have fingerprints. And I have a camera in there, but I think I left the light on, which is a bit disappointing. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. There are orbs, though. I saw that. So there might be orbs. This might be a mimic, though, because he's still on the table. But otherwise, the Banshee Hound 2 were at Barcade. So what's our mimic evidence? Spirit box, fingerprints, and freezing. So let's get the thermo in there because that'll be quicker. And we'll try spirit box. Oh, and we got EMF level 5. I think that's also one of his, isn't it? No. We definitely got EMF level 5. So those ghost orbs are real. So, that's that. Super quick ghost. One photo, so I'll take this in, then grab another camera, then try for some photos of footsteps. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you just get a win like that. That's not always going to happen, but it can happen. So mirror, found the ghost room in seconds, then immediately got all the evidence pretty much straight away as well. Let's scatter them about, each got to step in one of them, right? You're not allowed to leave footprints under the car, that's not cool. Two there, I'm pretty sure. One there. So, footstep, 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 footstep. Two more. Thank you. Alright, that one's got to be a record run. Oh, but I haven't done the objectives. Motion sensor and candle. That shouldn't be that hard. Motion sensor. Drop that. It's raining. I can't do the candle and the lighter. That's right. Motion. Wait, why did you go over there? Put the, just put the candle down for now and then put a motion sensor, let's say, on the door. So I bet you he goes in and out occasionally. He must have, because he came out here and threw that picture. Take a lighter in with another candles, or give me a couple options. And we'll do that until we run out of motion sensors and candles. We'll make sure we get these objectives as quick as we can, because otherwise this was a speed run, like we found the ghost. Totally just blew out that candle, must have. Just make sure we're going again. Done! You got owned, buddy. Okay, that was really quick, but I'm still not going to do another one because I still have to hang out my washing and I need to do that, so we will go and do that. Yep,
Welcome back. There's
only
some jobs ready
35, so
for
I
you.
didn't get a perfect game. Why didn't I get a perfect game? It was all footsteps. Aren't they good enough for a perfect game? Really thought they were. Oh well, anyway, once again, all of that. So, I think I've done all the objectives too.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
So what do I think of playing lots and lots of amateur after only playing the small maps? The setup time makes a difference. You feel more comfortable going in ahead of time. Yeah, that definitely helps. However, if you use the ghost item, the cursed item, like I did with the mirror there, you have to remember that that's going to destroy your setup time. But that was worth it because I instantly found the ghost room. I mean, there was something super recognizable, the garage doors, immediately on the mirror, so I could go straight in, set up there. So I set up my camera, set up my dots. I got EMF5 off the door before I left the first time. We got, were there fingerprints? Were there fingerprints and I didn't take fingerprints? And I should have taken fingerprints? There were fingerprints. So I was dumb. I could have taken fingerprints photos instead of footstep photos. But honestly, I didn't know before that if I took all footstep photos, or that many footstep photos, I wasn't going to get a full score. I thought I was. So interestingly enough, I probably wouldn't have hung around to try and get a whole bunch of fingerprints on the off chance, because I was expecting the footsteps to be full reward. Definitely in small maps there are still problems. So for example, reaching 0% sanity was one of my dailies, so I wanted to do that. Doing that against that Wraith was dangerous. That was a scary proposition because of his ability to teleport towards you. Ghosts become more active the lower your sanity is. And because I was at 0% sanity, he was super active, there was a really good chance of doing his special ability. Remember in recent patches, the Ghosts' use of their special abilities has been increased as well, because their special abilities is what makes them easier to tell apart from each other, which is very important for making Nightmare Mode more viable, because when Nightmare Mode first came out, there were a lot of ghosts where it was just impossible to tell. You'd get two pieces of evidence, leave you with two ghosts that are indistinguishable by their behaviour, or maybe are distinguishable but they need to do their special ability and they hardly ever do their special ability, or maybe their special ability relies on sanity. So for example, the old Banshee ability where the Banshee could hunt at any percentage. It's now the Demon's ability, and I think it's been the Demon's ability since Nightmare Cursed Items came out, I'm not sure. But to identify that, you would have to know you were above 50% sanity, and if you'd used all your sanity pills trying to get the two pieces of evidence in Nightmare Mode, well, you've got no way of telling a Banshee apart from, say, a Oni or a Shade. Like, you might get an active Shade, which sounds stupid, but you can get an active Shade and it does sort of almost the normal amount of interactions in the room. Like, you wouldn't notice because it's an active Shade and you're like, alright, this is acting like any other ghost. And if it was a Banshee, it would be acting like any other ghost, and the only way to tell it apart would be its hunting ability to hunt above 50% sanity. And if you don't have sanity pills, like you've used all your sanity pills and you don't have sanity above 50% sanity, you've got no way of telling it apart. So, even on amateur, if I have to reach 0% sanity to do my daily, there is a way to cheat that. I believe you can still just do it in training. So, go and do that one in training, it's easier. But things like that, because that will eventually get fixed, things like that can be really difficult with certain ghosts. So, a demon is a prolific hunter. His cooldown between hunts is very short, or their cooldown between hunts is very short. It can be a female demon, there's no reason why not. So if you are trying to reach 0% sanity, you're going to get hunted, like chain hunted, even on amateur, and that is a scary proposition. Other than that, that's not too bad. I mean, the learning curve of this game is really hard. Like, I know a lot of the ins and outs, so I know how to use the cursed items because I've watched other people use them. There's still cursed items I haven't used. I don't think I've found the tarot cards at all yet. I've played with the voodoo doll, but I've only done so while it was broken. I believe it's fixed now and the heart pin actually works again. The last time I played with it, I pulled the heart pin and it only happened for a split second. There's actually a clip of that on my Twitch channel if you'd like to check it out. No, I think I've played with all the cursed items, but yeah, they haven't all worked exactly as desired. So for example, there's also a clip on my Twitch channel of me using the Ouija board to play hide and seek. If you're not aware of what that is, if you have the Ouija board, you activate it and you say hide and seek, the ghost will start counting down on the Ouija board from 5 to 0, and when it reaches 0, the ghost will immediately begin a cursed hunt and destroy the Ouija board. So I had an upstairs ghost in Ridgeview, I believe it was. I don't think it was Edgefield. No, it was Edgefield. I think it was Edgefield. So I had an upstairs ghost in Edgefield. I knew what room it was in and everything. So I, set up all my stuff. I went downstairs, had a smudge stick at the ready on the ground. Or did I have it? I probably had it in my hand already because you don't need to with the Ouija board. You can work the Ouija board while it's on the floor. So I turned the Ouija board on, said hide and seek, watched it count down to 5, and then the hunt started and I died. Now the cooldown timer on a cursed possession hunt is instant. It's either instant or like less than a second or a second, and it was really fast. And I was looking at the stairwell from the lounge, waiting for the ghost to come down the stairwell, and I died. And that's because it was a wraith, and it immediately teleported behind me and hunted. So it teleported behind me before it finished hide and seek. So it was just standing there waiting. And then the timer ran out, and it immediately began its cursed hunt and killed me. So yeah, there are weird things like that you can't really do anything about. Even in amateur, like it doesn't matter how much experience I have, that wraith teleport was always going to kill me. Other things like Raiju, like it doesn't say in the journal, like it says that the Raiju draws power from certain items, but it doesn't really explain that. So one of the things that you need for the Raiju is the Raiju, I believe, is dots, which means you have to leave at least one activated item on the ground on. So any item that uses batteries, so to speak, so like cameras, video cameras, the dots, EMF reader, any torches, including the UV torches, those are all sort of battery operated items. If you leave any of them on and lying around the place, the Raiju is going to go really fast, like revenant fast. That's going to scare the hell out of you if you don't know that's what the problem is. And you're probably going to die. It's probably going to get you. Now the other thing is that I play solo. If you're playing new, your best bet is to play with someone that isn't too much better than you, because otherwise they tend to get frustrated, or like me, like I'm a lecturer. When I'm telling people things, I go into a real long spiel. I'm super verbose. It probably annoys people, but no one ever tells me, because the only people I play with are my family, and they're very forgiving. But I know that I do it, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I can't really stop doing it at this stage of my life. I'm too freaking old to change my ways now. But yeah, so if you're a new player and playing with someone too many levels higher than you, they're going to get frustrated with you because you don't know the game. They're going to yell at you possibly, and even if they don't, they're going to tell you so much information you're not going to be able to take it all in. What you need is someone that has a basic idea about the game, like they know how to use the cameras, how to get particular kinds of photos, like that you can take a fingerprints photo without seeing them, or that you can get a ghost photo using the summoning circle. And they should know maybe a little bit about some of the abilities. They might, for example, know that if you get a phantom and you've got a ghost event, you take a photo and the ghost disappears and the singing keeps going, that's a phantom. Or you might walk into the house and both be at like 90% sanity and the ghost hunts and you both get away, you both hide somewhere safe. They should know that that's a demon, or hopefully they know that that's a demon. Now you can just play it where all of you have no idea, but it's hilarious. I've definitely watched people do that, and it's really funny because nobody understands. But it's not the best play experience, especially if you have zero money, you're just starting out. You don't want to play a 4-player because none of you have bought anything, and you get one torch. So you get one torch and one UV torch. It's not even a good torch. So you could all try and run around together, but inevitably the guy with the torch is going to be like, oh, I'm scared, and run away, and leave you all standing in the dark going, well, what do we do? The other thing about multiplayer is that your sanity drops faster. In solo, your sanity drops a lot slower. You have a lot more time to sort of set up, get ready before your sanity is low enough to get hunted. So other than the training, which is a great tool, I would say that your best bet is actually to play amateur solo until you're good at this. Get some money together, buy some basic tools, get yourself a strong flashlight especially. Strong flashlight is the greatest thing for an amateur. If you play with someone at a high enough level and with enough money to give the group strong flashlights, that's fantastic as well. But strong flashlights, there's some other things I would recommend. Get salt as soon as you can. Get extra photo cameras as soon as you can, because they're going to help you accumulate money. Salt's going to help you because it's going to get you those footprint photos, which is going to help you accumulate money. So everything is about A, learning the maps, and B, getting whatever cash you can. Especially at the very beginning. Don't even worry too much about being 100% on the ghost. Be like 80 to 90% on the ghost. Like look at what the journal says and go, well, it's probably not that one. Or, you've been in a room for a while. You're pretty sure it's the ghost room. You're not 100% because you don't have a thermometer temperature probe. You don't have a thermometer, so you can't be 100% you're in the ghost room, but you're pretty sure you're in the ghost room and you haven't seen frozen breath. Cross off frozen breath. See what ghosts are left and go, alright, it's that one. Don't even worry too much about it. Actually going through more maps at a faster pace will get you more money if you find that bone, you find that cursed item, get those 2 photos, have a guess at the ghost, and leave. You could get some money. I'm going to try that right now. But last thing before I go, I'm going to go single player. I'm going to go to Tanglewood on amateur and add all the stuff just because. Take a strong flashlight, the key,
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before
apparently a paramic, 2 photo cameras. I don't even need 2, I need 1. Here we go. I'm going to find bone, cursed item, take those photos, and leave. The bone. Alright, the ghost is throwing stuff already, which is pretty crazy, but, you know. Dude. Really? Alright, I can take that. Come on. That's not very nice. Okay, I don't know where all the cursed items are, believe it or not. As much as I've played this, I still don't know where to look for them. Pretty sure that's where the voodoo doll's supposed to be. Music box, I think, is there normally. Or is it here? I think it might be here. The Ouija board's the garage. No tarot cards, because they're over there, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the music box is normally here, isn't it? No, no music box. Must be the mirror of the Ouija board. Through that plate. That plate's not normally there. Okay. This is going to be harder than I thought because I have no idea where the damn cursed item is. So it's not the Ouija board. I haven't seen a mirror. Pretty sure the music box is normally there. Or is it on the front table as you come in? I didn't see a mirror anywhere. Ah, summoning circle. Summoning circle. There we go. Photos, bone, summoning circle. It's snowing. This is a demon. Was a phantom.
Welcome back.
I got 40
I've got
bucks.
some jobs ready for you.
See? I could have bought a thermometer if I was a high enough level. Could have bought another ghostwriting book. That's not bad. Another ghostwriting book is really good because if you're trying to get a ghost to write in the book, having 2 of them is really nice. Could have bought another UV light. That's not very good. Could have bought some candles. They're pretty good. Crucifix is pretty good. Glow stick, eh. Lighter's not bad. That was a summoning circle. Without the lighter, I can't do anything. Smudge sticks. Extra photo camera. Salt. Okay, couldn't get a strong flashlight, but I'd only have to do 2 of those to get a strong flashlight. Tripod, not so useful, but you'll want tripods eventually. You don't need them very often. The one thing you really shouldn't buy is head-mounted cameras. If you're playing solo, there's no point. It does absolutely nothing. And even if you're playing multiplayer, we don't use them that much. Like, you really don't jump around to head-mounted cameras often because it's so easy to put real cameras in the room. Like, you find the room, you put the camera in it. You're more likely to find the ghost or find the orbs that way than you are by having one person sit in the truck and watch the head-mounted camera. Now, if you're the guy that sits in the truck, I understand this game is terrifying, but try to get better at it. When they find the ghost room, have them turn on all the lights towards the ghost room and take some equipment that they need, like take in 2 crucifixes. Grab both crucifixes and a strong flashlight, take it all the way to the room, put them down, let everyone know where they are so they can move them if they want to, and then go back to the truck and recoup if you need to. But slowly work yourself towards it. On my YouTube channel, there is my first ever game of Phasmophobia, and I was absolutely and utterly terrified. But I've gotten there. It took me time, and I did most of that by playing alone. I wasn't playing in groups. I do play with my family sometimes, and we do play in a group, but 90% of my experience is solo, and I got there on my own, and I was terrified the entire time. But you can too. Anyway, guys, that extremely long spiel, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope maybe you got something out of this, playing on amateur, what you can do, what you should do. Maybe you got some tips and tricks so that when you play on your next, level 20, level whatever you happen to be, maybe you learned something. Maybe you learned how to use the music box correctly. Maybe you learned about smoke sticks. Maybe you learned about the easy way to try and get crucifixes, the crucifix objective, which, like I said, throw the crucifixes in the room, go to the other side of the house, stand in the dark in a locker, and just hang around. Even if it's a wraith, he can't teleport into the locker with you. You're still going to be outside the locker. The ghost will try to hunt eventually, and then you may or may not get the crucifix objective. But you can have your journal open the entire time and just be watching and go, oh, there it goes. And then once that hunt's over, you can leave the house and be done. But yeah, so thanks very much for watching, guys. If you are over on YouTube and you like this video, I'm actually looking down to where I'm monitoring the YouTube live stream. If you're on YouTube and you like this video, hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button, and definitely hit the notification bell, because it's super random when I go live. It's been like 2 weeks since I last streamed. I just didn't feel like it at all last week. I wasn't up for it, so it didn't happen. But yeah, so definitely hit the notification bell. Check out all my other videos. There's a lot of videos on Phasmophobia. A lot of them are from the past and henceforth aren't as great for tips as the most recent ones, because things have changed very steadily with this game. The developers are very active. They change the game in large, drastic ways on a regular basis to make the play experience better. If you're over on Twitch, hit that follow button. That's the one that helps me out the most over there, and go into your settings and change your notification settings so that you get notified when I go live, because it's super random. Also, if you're on YouTube, you'll notice that there isn't chat anymore. I don't get a lot of chat on YouTube anyway, and if I do get chat on YouTube, you don't see it on the stream, whereas I have a Twitch plugin thing that when people chat in the chat room on Twitch, it actually comes up on the stream so you can see it. So everyone can see it. So if I refer to it, you know what I'm referring to. Whereas in the past, I would refer to a chat on YouTube, but nobody knew what I was talking about. So in even the video replay, like, you'd have to have the chat window open to know that I was responding to the chat. And yes, I did do that. I did have the live chat replay. But often I will also have clips and stuff on Twitch, and they don't have access to that live chat replay from YouTube. So I've decided that it's for the best that if you want to chat, jump on over to Twitch. I mean, it's a perfectly good platform. It's, if you just want to sign up to watch stuff, it is free. Yeah. But that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.